One thing that Becca told me a few weeks before she passed away, she told me, she said, I really wish that Lori didn't hate me so much. And I had to tell Becca, no, that was a TV show. You guys were just actors. So she said, you got to take my OMG shops and you got to get my resale business going again, but I got to have you go talk to Lori, because if she loves me, I want Lori to be the one that helps you make OMG shops what it can always be, and I want it to be big.
Years and years I have been buying and reselling and making this a full-time job and a full-time business. However, I wasn't too happy.
Now, of course, I haven't moved anything in here. The reason I say that is because I'm not supposed to be touching stuff. I'm not supposed to be moving stuff. I'm under doctor's orders.
I have a crew of people that work for me, and I've given them all tasks and whatnot. But just the other day, I drove up into my storage units and I thought, I have, the equivalent of 12 large storage locker purchases shoved inside of 7 lockers all the way to the roof. I have 3 people that know nothing about what they're doing whatsoever, other than to maybe take the garbage out. And I was overwhelmed.
The goodness and the kindness that you can do to help people, finding that treasure, turning that treasure into the money needed to be able to actually go and fulfill that person's need. I mean, we're not here to fight. We're here to help. You're looking for one of them shows about storage auctions with that fighting and that bickering and that arguing, well, then this isn't the show for you. So after Becca passed, even though I was grieving, I had to kick in phase 1 of OMG Shops, which was building its infrastructure. That was my grieving process. I mean, at the time, COVID had just started, and you couldn't really be around anybody. Oh, it's gonna be another wonderful day. We were able to pick up 2 new lockers. Gonna take a look at them right now. Pretty large ones. I'm very, very excited, we'll put it that way. I was looking forward to this purchase, and it was quite the battle at the auction, but we got it.
We have gotten into a lot of train stuff for anybody that collects vintage trains, but this is really cool to me as a Barbie lover from my childhood. So I saw that it says Mattel on it, which is the company that makes Barbie, is some older Barbie.
A whole box of them.
There's a whole box in here, and I feel like there's some stuff in this bag in here. We'll take a look at it in a minute. We've got a lot of stuff to get through, so.
Off we go, huh?
Yep. Oh, this is heavy.
Oh, it's beautiful. What is that?
It's an old-timey Crosley radio.
Old-time radio, my goodness.
That is in pristine condition. Holy crap. Wow. Oh, I like the paintings already. Those are beautiful.
It's always nice to know what people used to do. What was their life story? This is a woman who, unfortunately, is passing away from cancer. She did not want her family to be bothered with having to take all of her stuff and load it into their own storages. And she had mentioned to the owner of this property that she has some very nice stuff in here and that she hopes that it goes to a good home. Now, I think about that statement, hopes that it goes to a good home. Aren't I the best to have it go to? This is all, Becca's legacy, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing that this lady would be connected in that way. And she is someone that is also passing away from cancer. And what I really think is cool is she was a fellow actor. So I started the process of buying units, and I've mentioned that I bought 6 of them. But after thinking about it, I actually bought like 12 of them in September. So it actually became a lot of work putting everything inside these lockers, so I needed to hire somebody. And I thought about what Becca said, that she wanted this to become a charity. So why not hire people that was unhirable? People with like emotional problems, physical problems. One of the first people I hired was John.
Hi everyone, my name is John Zamora. I'm 26-year-old. I suffered a spinal cord injury August 4, 2017, leaving me as a quadriplegic
So he makes ads for us. Even though he's confined to his chair, he can still move his fingers. So he makes up these descriptions and these keywords, and it really makes our products pop. Mr. John, how are we doing over there, John?
Just finishing up.
Excellent. Well, good deal. You've done all of that. You've made a title and
Description as well.
okay, and you still need to work on keywords.
On it?
Keywords.
Yeah.
So right off, I knew that we needed a manager, and I had this one labor guy in mind. His name was Nate, but he had himself a little bit of a problem. He reminded me of myself when I was younger, had an inferiority complex, just didn't feel like I was really good enough to do anything. So 3 days after meeting him, I made him the manager of OMG Shops. And so I put all the responsibility on his back.
This whole experience for me has been unique, to say the least. This year has been crazy with everything, and the fact that I have been given this opportunity is really the whole highlight of the year. I can't express how grateful I am to Christian. We have such a unique work relationship that it's almost as if it's father, son, big brother, little brother, mentor, apprentice, however you want to put it. I just can't say anything but how grateful I am for this whole opportunity.
So we bought all these lockers and everything was going great, and Nate was working just right alongside of me and working like a real champ, and bam, we hit a wall. What am I going to do with all of this stuff? Then I started thinking about what Becca told me. If you get into any kind of a bind, you contact Lori, and she's going to help you out.
Hi, Christian. How are you?
So good. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you. Long time no see.
Now, Lori, she's the star of that hit TV show Storage Hunters. And her and I have been friends for a long time. We were actually on the first episode, Becca and I, with her. But then they found out I was a union actor, and they couldn't even use the episode, so that had to go away. Wow, I mean, it's Lori right there in front of me.
And the Christian Calloway. What?
Yeah, the Christian Calloway. How crazy.
What have you been up to?
Oh, just, things and stuff.
Just things?
Yeah, I miss my Becca,
Yeah.
She did tell me to contact you if I had any kind of issues whatsoever. So, of course, that's why I am contacting you. Oh, my thought was a Zoom meeting like we're having right now. If I could do it tomorrow with my crew, I'm willing to pay you for your time. Just talk to them and try to get them to understand what we're doing. So I really didn't know how she was going to be able to do this, because she's got all these years of experience. She's been doing this basically since she was a kid. Reselling has really been her whole life. But how's she going to be able to relay that to my crew in just like a 2-hour Zoom meeting? I don't know. I really needed to do something else. So I figured out, where does she live?
I'm in South Carolina now.
Oh, no
I
kidding.
moved out here like 6 months ago.
So that was a long ways away. I mean, I couldn't just really go and get her by car. So I asked her, can I just fly you out here? I don't know. Would you consider coming out here instead and maybe spending a couple days with them?
That sounds like fun.
It's
like last.
Christian Calloway, so
Yeah. Right? Yeah, we can definitely plan something. When are you thinking?
would you be here Tuesday?
Tuesday. Oh my goodness. I can be there Tuesday.
Long story short, 2 days later, she was here.
I have been buying storage units for well over 20 years, and this has been the only thing I have done in 20 years. I have not had a regular 9 to 5. I have done nothing else. And through the years since then, I have watched Christian on Facebook. I've always followed his Facebook. I've always kept tabs on him, because again, you know who those kind souls that you need to keep in your life are.
Then,
Hold on.
oh, there you go.
Okay, hold on. When
Yeah.
this right now. When I watched what was going on with Becca, it literally killed a part of my soul, because she was an absolutely amazing inspiration, and she was the sweetest person I've ever come across. And sorry. I'm really not like a normal crybaby girl. I'm not.
Never seen that. This is a brand new Lori here.
I'm sorry.
I love it. It's so touching.
So here I am. And I'm super thrilled to be here. I'm super thrilled to have you guys on for this journey. And I think it's going to be absolutely amazing for all of us.
And since Lori's been here, she's been teaching us all kinds of things, me and Nate, about how to get the locker, how to store the stuff inside of the locker, and like I say, teaching us about appraising and just all sorts of things.
Have we looked up comps on this at all yet?
I looked at what?
Have we looked up comps on this? Have you entered into Google at all, typed in corner hutch, lighted black with gold pressed images, and just scrolled and looked for something similar?
Yes, of course we did that.
Yeah, totally.
Just give me a second here.
Any item you find like this, anything that's marked made in Italy is good.
She brought other people that have been in this industry just to see the things that we had inside of our lockers, and they were saying these are the most incredible lockers that they've seen across the whole United States.
Hollywood Homeless. He's Mr. Homeless in Hollywood, so he's
about you.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. She says great things, but
And Lori also brought along Gary. Now, he's been here a couple times. I mean, what a great guy. See, there's this whole auction community out there. I never even really knew that they had a community like this. They even do online auctions. I didn't even know they did that.
I got 16 games here, guys, total, okay?
All right, starting bid is
16 games. I'm gonna start this off at least 30.
So Gary, he even gives me advice. But you know, they brought along these friends from treasure hunters.
No way, what's in this? No, oh, no way. No way. Oh my God.
I've never met two ladies that get so excited about going through other people's junk.
look at this one.
it's actually wasted.
A Boise.
Oh yeah, hold that one up. That one's super cool.
Wow. Whoa.
It's a Bachman. YouTube auction right here.
Yep.
You think you would get the money though?
Yeah, it's 2 trains starting $50.
Started at
Yeah.
50 bucks?
Get
Started
started
high.
at 50.
You probably get maybe $40 on eBay, but by the time they take the fees and shipping and all that, you end up with $20, you know?
I don't know how you can like have all of this stuff and not have this open.
I left it just for you, apparently. No, that was actually the whole deal. We spent all of September buying stuff, and October we were going to start listing, except I just pulled up and I looked at everything and I go, I have no idea what I'm going to do. And then I got a hold of you, and so you are my next phase of this business. So it's up to you to open things up and figure out.
So I've been moving things around, you know, from here to there, and one day I finally had to reveal a secret. Back in 2012, I actually had broken my back. Like, what in the world am I doing with a broken back, and here I am working again? I shouldn't have did that.
Yeah, that's definitely a swap meet item. 100% a swap.
Just standing there. Just was totally standing there.
So this moved on its own?
Yeah, it was a ghost.
This moved on its own. I see it again. I'm putting you in a timeout, so you better watch it.
And somehow Lori found out about that. Man, she will not get off my back if I try to grab anything.
Yeah,
What are you doing? Get your ass down.
You told him, hey, no stairs, but he can
Christian,
climb furniture.
How dare you?
I'm coming down.
I cannot believe you just did this.
Real quick.
She's tough. I can't get away with anything.
I'm in trouble, Karen.
Yeah, you are.
you
Get
are.
down. Get down.
I mean, come on, my dad raised me. Grab a root and growl, son. Well, here I done it again. I'm up and out and working, but I'm making a commitment to all of you that I'm going to take it easy. I've got an additional man that came on today to help, and my job is to sit in the truck and be quiet. And so now I just have to sit there. How you doing, Nate?
What's going on?
So Nate is using wisdom to figure out what type of things go clear in the back that I may not be selling for a while. So I pick on Nate. Well, I mean, that's kind of what it looks like, but really, I'm just trying to keep him straight. That actually goes to that tile thing that you have on the inside.
Oh, that's for a tile saw blade?
Yeah, that goes with the thing. That one you shouldn't have out here.
Okay. We're actually going to hold on to this one.
But if Nate doesn't want to listen, well, I might poke him. I might prod him along. I might make him actually feel bad. But the end result, he'll listen.
That's a regular garden hose. I'll go 7.
The sales, I feel, should be more.
True, and I think a lot of the sales are this way because when I'm not there or you're not there, Nate just gives the stuff away for free. He doesn't bring up the price because he keeps saying, well, yeah, but if we can just get rid of it, we can make money that way. And to me, no, let's get rid of it at a double what you're saying, and the people are still going to pay it. And then that 360 turns into 700, and it's not a bad day.
5?
7.
7.
This would not be a swap meet. This would not be eBay because you're not going to ship that. Unless you do eBay local pickup only, you can do that. But I would definitely list this offer up Facebook. You'd have to research it first, kind of explain how many panels there are, and find something similar for comps so that you're not underpricing and you're not underselling.
Now, a lot of you know Lori and just how she's been on her other show, that she's just always just really rough and tough and full of that grit of that storage auction hustle.
Years and years, I have been buying and reselling and making this a full-time job and a full-time business. However, a lot of the times I wasn't too happy. It was stressful and always busy, always on the go, and just literally something to make money.
Until she joined us, and then there was something I hadn't even seen before, and that was that smile. Other people had noticed it too and said they'd never even seen this side of Lori before.
We're still doing the buying and reselling. We work really hard. It's still a lot of work. Christian does a lot of things for charity, and him showing me how to do that and giving me an example of how we can benefit somebody else's life means so much to me. It has brought me so much happiness.
There's happiness, there's joy.
OMG Shops has changed my life, brought so much joy and happiness to me.
She just seems to be transforming. This beautiful, beautiful creature doing wonderful, wonderful things.
We have a lot of great stuff planned for you guys in the future. I hope you guys can see how much my life has changed. I am so happy. I'm so thrilled beyond belief to be giving back to others and making other people happy. It changes your life.
So I found some amazing things in these lockers.
Oh, dude. Oh, check this out.
Whoa.
Saddles.
Seriously?
Saddles.
That's a lot of leather.
English saddles.
Yeah, I thought they were English because, you know, they were designed differently, but they were actually Australian stock saddles.
That's nice.
That's English saddles.
It's heavy. Oh.
Australian stock saddle.
These are Australian.
Australian stock saddle. Get your legs locked in there, you ain't going nowhere. I was raised on a horse ranch. I've never seen anything like this. These got to be worth something. There's no possible way that we can look these up and comp them on the internet.
It can't be cheap.
These got to go to Lancaster.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd take these out to Lancaster to my friend Monica. She's got a horse ranch out there. I mean, she could take a look at these and she could tell me all about them and, you know, maybe even buy one from me.
I'm going to head over to Sweetwater. That's a ranch that my friend Monica owns.
Christian, good to see you.
Oh, good to see you.
So we'll do Namaste Away. I'm really excited to take a look at these saddles.
Oh, absolutely.
So 2 really nice Australian saddles and a little old, oh, it's a Periani. So that's a nice make. It's a little dry. It hasn't seen oil in a long time, but that's a nice make of jump saddle. So this says handmade Outback Australian saddle, so it's not the classic original Australian stock saddle company. It's one of the companies that tried to do kind of knockoffs of what Colin Vanguard started out with. These saddles used, they'll run from like $150 to $400. This is what they call the Poli. Now you've got the real one. Here is your Australian stock saddle company. So this is the one, and it's a Poley. This is the real deal, made by somebody who brought the first Aussie saddles into America in 1979, 1980, somewhere in there. And then this one, Periani, right? Yeah, it's a Periani, which is an Italian-made saddle. It'll say right on there, see the Milano. It's got a slight knee roll. These are actually coming back into fashion. For a while, everyone wanted close contacts, but this is probably a 40-year-old saddle, is my guess. This has got a fair bit of age on it, but it might respond real well to a little tender loving care with some oil.
What's really cool is you said that this was more of a knockoff, but I noticed where they've tied these to it. This is like a horseshoe design, and you got the exact same type of horseshoe design over here.
Right, it's just not as high quality, and you can even look, that simple piece, right? If you look at the quality of this metal, and this is thinner, right? And so they chintz a little, you know? They don't have the back cinch ring on it. Somebody upgraded this saddle not too long ago to put it into good shape for use for endurance. It probably, even as a used saddle, because it's in very good shape and it has the good stirrups and all that, in the endurance market, it might merit $800 or $1,000. You know, if it were in pristine condition, this would be a $1,200 saddle, but it's a little beat up, and so it might never come up to being worth more than $500 or $600.
Yeah, and you know, the value that you're giving me is really cool because on that unit, I believe I paid $600 for the entire unit. And there's probably 50 boxes, there's a drum set, there's all kinds of stuff that I haven't even touched yet. But just the money that can be made on these
goes to a good cause.
Yeah, it's definitely to go to a good cause.
Might be a heaven-sent opportunity to get you a little bit of a profit margin.
Well, you know, I'm going to go ahead and take the advice that you give me that there is money to be made here, and on the way out of here, there's a swap meet down the street. I think I'm going to go buy some socks that we can give to the homeless.
Oh, what a great idea.
Doesn't that sound like a neat idea?
That sounds like an excellent idea, especially this time of year. I don't know if you want to accept a low dollar bid on it, but I'd be happy to give you $100 for it, and I'll give it some oil and some TLC and see if it can restore itself to its higher quality.
That sounds wonderful, to bring it back to life, to just get it back into use again where it was sitting in a locker before. It could go back up on a horse again where it belongs.
Yeah.
That would be really, really cool. Yes, I think we could definitely do something like that.
All right. We can at very least use it as a lesson saddle here at the barn, and then maybe it'll fit a kid just right.
Right. I appreciate this so much. You've done me a wonderful job. It's so good to see you.
It is wonderful to see you too, and I'm excited to hear about your new program, and I hope that you're able to do a lot of good.
Yeah, I'm sure that we will.
All right.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure, Christian. Take care.
You know, I've been busy here recently just getting everything organized for OMG that I just got this itch to go out and help somebody. There's a swap meet I just saw as we were coming into town. Pull in there and get some socks that we can give to the homeless. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I needed to buy some socks. That'd be a fun thing to do. It'd make me feel a lot better and give Nate and the others that work with me another example of just what OMG Shops is all about. You know, so I've been really working hard as the owner of OMG Shops. And all of this started because of and for my lady Becca. Like 8 years ago, she contracted cancer for the second time. She didn't even know she was going to pass away until about 2 months before she did. And as soon as she did, she wanted to put together the way to make OMG Shops what it is today. I mean, she wanted it big, but she didn't want it just about making money. She wanted it to be a charity. She wanted to be able to give back. She wanted us to be able to make money, to be able to provide nurses for people who were unable to have a home nurse, or do simple things like go carry a television for someone, or pick up their apartment when they had moved in 10 years ago and nobody helped them empty the boxes and they can't even bend over to go through those boxes. So we go clean up a mess like that. She wanted this to be something that was always given back. And in order to do that, it needed to be big. Not just a small company, but a big company and a big charity. And I think she's really pulled that off.
So hopefully you guys will love the ride and the journey that we're on. Having some fun, helping people out along the way, and
Which is our number one priority.
absolutely. But we have a locker we need to go finish.
Oh,
So let's do this.
I don't have to do anything. She'll tell me to stop anyway.
It's really going to help a whole bunch of other people in desperate need. Thank you so much.
All right, Becca. Good to talk to you.
Good to be talked to.
So this is the vintage Periani saddle. And as they say, the bones are good. So this is the same saddle after hand rubbing in olive oil and saddle soaping it. It definitely was thirsty.
Next time on Auction Angels. He did something right in front of the storage unit people now, and we have 2 weeks to get out of here.